Hey, I'm Danielle Edwards with the Remax Executive, and if you're watching this, do me a favor, hit subscribe and leave me a comment and show me some love. All right, let's jump right in. Thinking of buying in an HOA? Well, here in Charlotte, many communities are part of an HOA, and there's a whole different meaning of really strict ones and not strict ones. So I'm just going to quickly touch on some of the basics. First, there's voluntary and mandatory, so you want to find that out. And obviously, you want to find out what the dues are. And it's really important, if possible, especially if you're buying a home the beginning part of the year, to find out those dues have increased, because sometimes the seller may have missed the mail and you might think it's $222 and they've actually been raised to like $242. Your buyer's agent should always be verifying those dues and finding out if there's any upcoming assessments. Another thing, sometimes a lot of HOAs include water, especially in those condos. It includes lawn maintenance, termite treatment. You're going to want to verify if that HOA, if it's a condo or a townhome, if that includes the roof, the windows, the siding, the wood rot. This year I actually sold a house, but it was considered a condo. So it was interesting. It was a house, so the HOA took care of a lot of the exterior, but they wouldn't fix the rotted wood steps. That's probably the most important thing, is you really need to read those CCNRs. So if you have a HVAC truck or a pink Cadillac or anything off that's going to be parked in the driveway, you want to make sure that's allowed. A lot of HOAs will have restrictions on holiday decorations and a time frame. They will have restrictions on for sale signs or any type of sign. So it's really important you get a hold of those CCNRs, and your realtor should be able to get that for you. The biggest thing with HOAs is if it is a community with a pool or a tennis court or gated, typically those are going to have a higher monthly fee because you're paying for all that. And I normally tell my clients two things are sure in life: taxes go up and HOAs go up. So if you're buying in a community that has more amenities, just know it's just a matter of time before they have to, redo the pool or repave the tennis courts or something like that. So just keep that in mind. The other thing I tell my clients when buying an HOA is just ask the neighbors. If your agent or you don't know someone that already lives in there, that is the best way to find out what kind of community it is, how strict it is. Do they do get-togethers? Are they really, really strict on if your blade of grass is 2 inches too high? Most HOAs have what's called the architectural committee. So if you want to do anything on the exterior, a fence, a shed, a trellis, paint your house purple, replace your mailbox, anything like that, more than likely the architectural committee is going to have to review that. You're also probably going to need a survey if you plan on doing a fence. So it's really important when you buy that house, you ask the current seller if they have a survey. I would definitely recommend doing that while you're under contract, just to verify there's no other crazy issues with the house you're about to buy. Lastly, with any HOA, you want to try and get a hold of their financials. You want to know how much they have in the reserves, what upcoming projects or issues they might have. Some examples would be, a lot of times it's just the trees surrounding and they're starting to create erosion issues or uprooting driveways and sidewalks. They might be looking to redo the front entrance, something with mailboxes. My community luckily is amazing and they just repainted all of our mailboxes. So just ask those questions. Don't just go into it thinking, oh, it's a great neighborhood, I'm gonna be fine. All in all, an HOA is going to protect your investment. Some people I know don't like an HOA, and that's fine, then don't buy in there. But for those of us who want all the houses to kind of stay looking nice and people to adhere to some sort of guidelines, an HOA is great, but some are really strict. So it's really important, again, you read those CCNRs, try and talk to the neighbors, and you should be good to go. If you have any more questions about living in Charlotte or buying with an HOA, feel free to ask. I'm always here for you. Thanks, and don't forget, if you enjoyed this, click subscribe above.